Monday Night Raw. Monday Night Raw. What do we got going on for Monday Night Raw tonight, folks? So, where do we go with this show? We kick it off. Well, number one, we do have a commentary change tonight. We still got Jimmy Smith and Byron Saxton, but now we've added Jerry Lawler to the commentary table. Corey Graves basically got, we all know he got married to Carmella last week or over the weekend and whatnot. So I guess Lawler will be here for the time being. I kind of heard he was going to be on commentary since last week. I saw a lot of people complain about it. I'm like, Lawler's Lawler, so I'm not really going to make that big of a deal of it and whatnot. I'm like, it's Lawler, so I'm not going to go like everyone else and complain about it or anything. I think people are just waiting for him to say something off the wall so they can complain about on the internet or something like that. But Lawler, it's whatever. But we kicked it off with Miz TV, whose guest tonight was Cody Rhodes. Within the next hour, he would be facing Cody Rhodes also in a match. But he brought out Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes didn't have his elevator ramp this time. He looked like he just had the whole camera in a close-in shot, and he just kind of appeared out of the smoke and all that. And, like, fireworks. There was a lot of pyro, by the way. Cody has a lot of pyro. Well, he's always had a lot of pyro in his entrance. But, man, they give him the whole 9 yards in WWE with this entrance, even like the elevator. But given they don't have a ramp that, elevates itself up, I think they made him his own ramp. But we didn't get that this week because, it just, hey, he's going to get his own ramp and he'll rise like he usually does and whatnot. But, he made his whole big entrance. Miz basically said, hey, you just broke our pyro budget and you took 45 minutes to get to the ring, celebrating yourself and whatnot. But Cody says, hey, man, don't get hot. It's been a long time. He wants to relish in the moment. Fans chanted Cody. Cody was over, by the way. It was Detroit, Michigan, by the way. So he was super over here. Miz said, one of the reasons that you returned was to make your dad proud. Miz basically said if it wasn't for this, your family name and everything, you want to be the grandson of a plumber, you just be a plumber. And Cody said, yeah, that's clever. If I was a plumber, you're completely full of, what she's, I didn't say it, which he stopped himself, but everybody knew what he was going to say. He said Miz hasn't changed in a day. You're a full-blown carny, he called him. And he said, that makes you reliable. Good old reliable Mike, he called him. You're still the same old Miz and everything. I've been gone for 6 years, and I want that WWE Universal title belt. And I like what Miz said, like, it's a title. It's a title. A belt holds up your pants. I'm like, that was pretty funny right there when he said that. Miz basically said, you beat Seth Rollins at WrestleMania, so yeah, you're in the title contention and everything. Miz basically went on, say, are you going to give Rollins a rematch and stuff? Miz basically said he doesn't like, Cody and everything. All the changes and stuff. Because, at WrestleMania, you had your match, but everybody's talking about you right now, which fans chanted Cody once again. Miz basically says, listen, we all know, everyone in this building knows where you've been for the past 6 years, okay? And listen, this is Miz TV. This is my show. You're not going to come on here and embarrass me, and I'm not going to stand for it. Cody says, settle down, okay? You've had a lot of accomplishments and stuff. You got a lot of hostility, but hey, man, you're going to get your match in the next hour, so watch out for that. But, people want to question, doubt, if he came, why he came to back to the WWE and all that stuff, and he said, he's trying to handle all this nowadays. He said he came back to WWE to be the best wrestler in WWE, which Miz called him superstar, and called like superstar wrestler, whatever, okay? Basically said it's my first match on Raw in 6 years, and, he told Miz, may the best man win, so very good segment to kick off the show with both Cody and Miz. Why did I say Cody? Yeah. Well, wait, I did say that right before. Look at me, I'm messing up my own words. Yeah, but very good segment to kick it off. I did find it funny that Miz tried to kick him. Like, it's a title, not a belt. It's superstar, not wrestler. And like, Cody's doing his own thing, so he doesn't really care what Miz is saying. So I thought that was pretty funny. Like, superstar wrestler or whatever. Veer went against Dominic. Apparently, I could have sworn they said it was going to be Ray versus Veer tonight, but Ray was not even here, I believe. So they just sent Dominic out there, which he just went out there to get killed by Veer. And which he held him into like the submission hold, which they made a big thing out of it, and him choking out Dominic, and they got referees and producers out there, and the next, they need the EMTs just to, I was like basically an injury angle out here by damn near killing Dominic Mysterio, and basically carried him off to the hospital. So they put him in an ambulance, and he was gone. So they made a very big deal out of this whole thing. AJ Styles from earlier today, I guess we're talking about, Damian Priest and Ed, saying he shouldn't have tried to fight both of them off, but they talked about his family, and he says, you do that, we're going to have to throw hands. Next thing you know, Damian Priest basically was walking by and got caught slipping, and AJ started jumping him there until, they broke him up. AJ Styles then went against Damian Priest, which this was actually a pretty good match, but for some reason, Priest just knocks AJ out of the ring, and then he just gets down on his knee and raises his arms, and all the lights come out, and then the big purple. I like, is Damian Priest supposed to be the Undertaker now doing this? Like, with the whole, on a knee and all that stuff, not doing the whole thing, and all that, but, he's just holding his arms up, and the purple lighting is there, and I'm like, so, and this thing helps the end of the match. I think this is going to commercial, and the match is going to come back on. No. They just ended the match. I know AJ was kind of cut his face and everything and stuff, but, he said carry after it. Here's one thing that's funny about this whole thing. My co-host had said, what is this BS? The minute they came back to the commercial and interviewed AJ Styles, he even said himself, what is this BS? What is this BS? So I'm like, they both have a point. My co-host and AJ Styles. What is this BS? Like, he just gets on one knee, turns the lights off, does the purple light, and the match is over. What the fuck? Like I said, this is some Undertaker shit half the time. Cody Rhodes then went against The Miz. Very good match. I enjoyed it. I liked it. Cody, of course, won. I know Seth Rollins was watching the whole time. And stuff, but Cody won at the Crossroads. Rollins got in the ring then. Basically talking, Cody, basically, I want to see who I'm working with here and whatnot. And I saw you had some kind of things to say about me. So he said, Mr. Nightmare, a rematch, okay? Which, he agreed. So, we're going to get a rematch with Cody and Seth soon enough. Next, Tommaso Ciampa has joined Monday Night Raw. I kind of wish he would have went to SmackDown, but Ciampa's on Raw now, and it's the only time you see him throughout the entire night, and he had his gear on. I'm sure he wrestled a dark match or something, but we didn't even really hear Ciampa. So, because Ezekiel shows up. Kevin Owens, I know a lot of people say he had Dusty Rhodes t-shirt on. Talk about you're Elias, not Ezekiel, okay? You're Elias, all right? Ciampa said, well, that's the younger brother of Ezekiel, of Elias. It's Ezekiel, right? But Owen says, like, am I the only one sane one still around? And just told everybody to grow up. Ciampa, yeah, this is the only time we saw Ciampa and he was in his gear. So, well, he's been on the show before, but now he's officially on Monday Night Raw. So, I don't know, man. We'll see what happens with Ciampa. Here's the next thing. I swear we're supposed to get a tag title match tonight. No, we just gonna have Liv Morgan and Naomi. No Ripley there, apparently. Even though they said last week that the titles were gonna be on the line tonight. They said that, but now the title's on the line for next week. So, Naomi won because Liv beat Sasha on SmackDown. So, I don't know about that. It was going to be a title match. Bobby Lashley came out then to mess up the VIP lounge, calling out MVP and almost, everything that happened. Lashley wanted him to come to the ring. I want you to explain and everything because, we basically going to destroy the talk show and all that stuff. But almost MVP came out then and, all right, man, you need to calm down, okay? His lawyer's going to handle that, but let me explain what's going on, okay? Listen, when I came here, all right, what was you doing? Floundering, okay? Because Lashley says you only come back for your farewell tour, but he said, nah, I stayed around because you were just always a sawed-off runt and a wannabe TikTok star, basically Leo Rush and Lana. Those are obviously shots at them. But MVP went on and says, like, you was nothing, all right? Okay? I made you, all right? Because you would not even be in the WWE title picture if it was not me. I helped you get to that belt, all right? And stuff, all right? I'm the one that got you to the... Oh, man, it's always a phone call every time I do these reviews. But yeah, as I was saying, he helped him get to the WWE title and everything. He got him to the top. You won nothing. You wouldn't be the almighty if it wasn't for me and all that stuff. But, Lashley went on and said, hey, I beat Brock Lesnar and all that stuff. But he said, who was with you at the time? I was there with you, all right? I've been there every step of the way. I've been around. Because MVP said, I'm with the past, I'm with the present, and now I'm with the future almost, okay? And I'm going to take him to the top of the mountain because he's smart enough to realize that he needs him. Basically, Lashley, you survived your first match with Amos, but now next time you will not survive against him. All right. Listen, MVP. He was basically, as my co said, he saved this segment. Listen, Lashley ain't the worst person on the mic, but he ain't the best at the same time. Also, Lashley's okay on the microphone. MVP, he's just a natural talker, so he kind of helped with this whole segment. I know they have more 24/7 stuff with Tozawa. I guess they're having a bachelor party, and I don't know. I could have swore, when they supposed to have the moment at WrestleMania with this wedding or something, and it didn't happen. So I don't really know what's going on with that. Sonya Deville and Adam Pearce, I guess, we're making matches. Finn and Austin Theory for the U.S. title next week. Owens talking about Elias or Ezekiel. He wants a lie detector test next week. Because, he's basically went on like, I want something. He wants some proof. Deville told Adam Pearce, say, it's going to be a challenger for the women's title. And he's going to go out there. She's going to go out there, say who it is and whatnot. Next, Bianca Belair went against Zelina Vega. Bianca won. Right after Sonya Deville came out and basically told, you're a fighting champion, come back the whole eye injury and stuff. And there's a lot of people in the division that's viable to face you, which she's already beaten from, Becky Lynch or Rhea Ripley, which Bianca is winning against from Liv Morgan, Alexa Bliss, all these people. But it was going to be a returning star, someone that hasn't been seen in a long time, the best that Raw has to offer, and stuff. And it ended up, being Sonya Deville. At first, I was thinking, maybe it's Bayley, but Bayley's on SmackDown. Then I thought Asuka, but no. But I think I should have known the minute Sonya Deville started saying gender barrier and social norms. That kind of basically gave it away. And stuff. So, Sonya Deville, I guess, she's a GM, but now she wants a title shot and beat up Bianca then. Saying, I'm going to beat you. I'm going to take your title and stuff. I'm going to be your first challenger and everything. So, she's now next in line. They then went back to this bachelorette party, I guess, with Dana Brooke and Tamina and all these other women there. And I don't know, saying when this is over, it's open season on the whole honeymoon thing for the titles. For some reason, Los Lotharios is there, and they do the kiss cam thing, and I don't know. And then Nikki Cross shows up with the superhero. Then there's like male strippers, and I have no idea what the fuck is going on. I'm watching right now. And then Tamina tried to warn Dana Brooke. Nikki tried to pin her, and then Tamina threw her onto the bar and threw her across all the stuff like it's Roadhouse or something. But it was a horrible bar fight. And then Truth and them come in and try to break it all up. And they said this wasn't about y'all. It's about the title. Or Truth's an ordained minister now, so the wedding will be next week. I have no idea what the hell I just watched. Okay, I got zero clue what just happened. Next, though, Adam Pearce talked about Deville, about the power, her using her abuse of power to get a title shot. And, she's the first to open this open challenge. I answered the open challenge, so I'm going to shock the world and take the title away from Bianca. Next, Alpha Academy went against RK Bro. Basically, Gable and them saying we want the titles back, that, Usos think they can run around and take more belts. They said that's not going to happen. RK Bro, of course, got the win. I don't remember the last time Alpha Academy really won a match right now, but they've been taking a lot of L's lately. Right after, though, the Usos pulled up, basically made their entrance. Orton basically went on, so the big dog let his bitches off the leash, and Usos said, oh, okay, so we want a unification title match, all right? We want those tag team titles. We already got these belts. We want y'all belts now. But Riddle tried to, talk about the Avengers. All right, so you guys can be like Thanos. You can get all the, like, the jewels, like the red one and the yellow one and the green one and the purple one. And then Uso says, yeah, we want them red ones. All right, we already got the blues. We want the reds now. Street Profits came out there then, saying like, oh, look at the Usos here using their bloodline privilege to come out the Raw, try to cut the line right now, okay? Listen, y'all ain't getting them title shot right now. We facing them, all right? We want our title shot. And when we take those titles, then we'll face y'all. And then we'll see what's really good. And basically said, we want the smoke partner. Profits and Usos start arguing with each other then, which, they did have a match when it came back on. RK Bro was on commentary. Very good match between the Usos and the Street Profits. I enjoyed this match. It was really good, okay? I did enjoy this match a lot. Of course, the Usos got the win and stuff in the 1D and all that, so they beat the Street Profits then. They basically had a stare down with RK Bro, but as they left, Dawkins had tackled Riddle out the ring. Orton ended up RKO and Montez Ford once again. Usos came in with a double super kick on Randy Orton as the show went off the air. But other than that, Raw was okay. Basically kind of went by this time. Nothing too bad. There was like a lot of changes in this show. Looked like at the last minute, given that there was no Ray here to face Veer. That's where the tag team titles are going to be on the line. I have no idea what's going on with the 24/7 stuff. The Cody stuff was really good. Both the segment and the match. Later on, setting up against Rollins once again. Main event was really good too with the Usos and the Street Profits. So, yeah, the show was, kind of came went by. So it had its up and down parts here and there. Sonya Deville challenging Bianca Belair for the title now. Next in line as a challenger and stuff. I still don't know what the fuck's going on with Damian Priest and how Undertaker Mood like or Edge Ministry of Darkness 2.0 Ministry of the Brood. I don't know, but it's a lot that can be said about that. Champ on Raw, I have no idea what to say about that right now. We'll see what happens next week. But that's my review of Raw. Comment, subscribe, find me on Twitter at HoodieNight890. I'm out of here. I'll see you guys then. Peace out.